Sanibonani babukeli bethu emakhaya nasemhlabeni wonke jikelele. Ake siqale ngokubonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi inyama nomphefumulo kusahlangene. Kithi welcome to Secrets Exposed. This is a safe space where hidden truths come to light, regrets are shared, and hard lessons are learned. I'm your host, and today I'm opening up about a betrayal that caused so much pain to someone to the core. If you are carrying a heavy heart tonight, just know that you're not alone. Let's talk about it. But before we continue, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and press that notification button for more exciting videos. Let's dive into our first story. Good evening, my sister. I'm writing my story with a heavy heart today. I am broken to the very last. It is not easy being betrayed by someone so close to you, someone you love with all your soul and all your heart. My own blood has caused a deep burning wound in my flesh. Umuntu engimlamayo, ngikhuluma ngomuntu engamshiyela ibele. We are only 2 children in the Kwakwa family, just the 2 of us against the world. As we grew up, my brother never showed any interest in ladies. I used to joke with him, ngithi uzoshada usumdala njengobaba. He would always remind me that he would only get married once he was fully settled financially. He didn't want to have a girlfriend and let her suffer financially. He worked so hard for his life till he was settled. He always said all he wanted was to change his life and become a better man. I would say I was his backbone during his struggles as a big sister. I used to buy him toiletries and give him some pocket money with the money I was getting from my boyfriend since our parents had passed away. I stood by him, held his hand, and supported him till he was able to finish his university. My boyfriend then decided to give a hand in marriage. We got married and started staying together. We were renting a 2-bedroom apartment by then. That's when we decided on taking my brother and stay with him while he was looking for a job. Everything was fine and my brother had so much respect for his brother-in-law, my husband. We were a happy, peaceful family. My brother then got a job and started working. A few months later, he bought his house and started staying alone. We used to visit each other oftenly. Every weekend, I would say, and have braai and some drinks as a family. Sometimes my husband would remain at my brother's house as I left them with the kids. Their relationship was very good, and I truly admired that because we're a little family holding on to each other. My brother then asked me to move in his apartment since he was staying alone and we were renting. I talked to my husband and he agreed without hesitation. After moving in, life became even better because we didn't have the heavy burden of paying rent anymore. As someone who loves sleeping early, I would leave the 2 brother-in-laws playing music while drinking in the sitting room. My husband would sometimes come to our bedroom looking very tired. And when I would ask him why, he would say it's because he was drunk. This became a habit. Sometimes my brother and my brother-in-law would sleep together in my brother's bedroom. When I asked them, they would say he was just too drunk to walk to our room. I started to worry a lot because I was no longer getting time with my family. Instead, he would sometimes prefer to go out with my brother and leave me home alone with the kids. One day, as I left them in the sitting room and went to the bedroom to sleep with my kids, I started praying and praying. I really wished God could fix my marriage because even in the bedroom, we were no longer cuddling like before. He was no longer showing interest in me as he used to. When he was visiting his hometown, he would go with my brother instead of going with me. This painful distance continued for more than a year, leaving me crying in despair. As my husband entered the bedroom looking angry, I immediately woke up, sat next to him, and asked him what had happened. I thought he had an argument with my brother, Or maybe had received bad news from his family. As he sat down, I asked him if there was anything wrong. He started crying and apologizing to me desperately. My brother then called him and they had a private conversation that I don't know up until today. He then removed his trousers, and that's when I found out that he was not wearing his underpants. I asked him where it was, but he never responded. He just grabbed another one, wagoga. I got so worried. I started asking myself if my husband was having a girlfriend that comes late and goes, or was he doing some rituals of some sort? I didn't sleep that night as I was praying frantically in my heart. The next morning, I asked him why he was apologizing, but he never responded to me. I started having heavy doubts. I then called my brother and talked to him about this whole situation. He then apologized and assured me that he was going to stop spending so much time with his brother-in-law. He then said he would talk to him about the things that don't sit well with me. A week after, I don't know what pushed me to open my husband's phone. The moment I opened it, I went straight and checked the number he frequently called and chatted with. It wasn't saved. I only saw that the next morning after the night when my husband cried, that exact number had sent my husband some money as an apology. The message read, "My love, find it in your heart to forgive me. We can't break up because our marriage day is closer." Sure. I started sweating and my hands trembled so much that the phone fell down and cracked. My husband immediately walked in and clapped me for the first time, saying I should never ever touch his phone again. I went and told my brother about it, but he just said I must not touch my husband's phone if I wanted a happy marriage. I told my brother that this man is planning to get married to another lady, but he then said he will talk to him. He claimed that as they walk around and hang around, he's never seen my husband with any side chick. I continued praying desperately about my marriage because I could see I was on the verge of total decay. I could cry day and night. I started losing so much weight. I even thought of leaving my brother's house and going back to rent because back then we had so much love and peace. Our home back then was filled with joy and genuine love. But when I told my husband about the idea of going back to rent, he posed a question and said, "Who's gonna pay rent?" Because I wasn't working. And yes, it was true that I wasn't working, but I don't know. Maybe he was trying to come up with stories so that we don't leave my brother's home as he was benefiting something. One night, I went back to sleep. After a few minutes, I walked out of the bedroom and found my brother and my husband having the time of their life, completely naked together. I couldn't believe my eyes. I felt like a nightmare, a horrible dream, but it was real. I cried, but that's when my husband started crying too, apologizing to me. My brother never showed a single shred of remorse. He bluntly told me that he was going to marry Sizwe, who is my husband, in the next 2 weeks. My husband further explained to me that he had contracted HIV from my brother. That's why they were fighting a few weeks back. And yes, he was ready to become my brother's wife officially and was no longer interested in me. I didn't know my husband was gay, and he never told me before we got married. I also didn't know my brother is gay, but how can my own blood betray me like this? My husband told me that he was tired of pretending. At first, he only wanted to fulfill his parents' wishes. Ngikhulise isibongo sakhe. But in reality, he wanted to be someone's wife. But how can he fulfill his parents' wishes using my body? That is being so cruel. Sizwe unenhliziyo embi. I hope you're listening to this. You are selfish. Since that day, they started sleeping in our bedroom without any fear or shame. My brother then chased me and my kids out of his house. He paid rent upfront for 3 months and told me I should see how I can live my life without disturbing them. My husband promised to take full responsibility for his kids, but after he got married to my brother, they are no longer even talking to me. What pains me the most is that I contracted HIV that my husband got from my brother. I'm now living on ARVs and depression medication. My health is deteriorating every now and then. I fear for my life every day. If I die, who will take care of my innocent kids? It's been over a year since this happened, but I'm failing to heal. To my brother, I loved you with all my heart. I thought we were family, not knowing ukuthi ungishaya emva kwendlebe. Just know that if I die today, you will never find peace in your home with your cruel wife. Babogel, this is a story that leaves you completely speechless. I'm speechless right now. You know, the pain of being betrayed by the very same people that you love, you trust, you build up is unmatched. I mean, this is a burden that no one should carry. I would love to say to the sister who wrote to us, we see you, we hear you, and we are praying for you. May you find the strength, healing, comfort from the Lord, and may God give you the strength to be able to take care of those precious kids going forward. You are not alone. To my secrets exposed family who are watching at home, what's your take on this? How would you handle the betrayal from your own blood? Please drop the words of encouragement, prayers, and advice in the comment section below. Supportive and encouraging. If today's story touched your heart, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and press that notification bell for more exciting videos. And please do not forget to share to others that may benefit from this whole situation. Nginithanda isdudla. Thank you for watching.